It's okay. Guys, thanks for tuning in. As you know, this is the On My Grind series of my videos where I highlight an upcoming professional entrepreneur that's out here on their grind, only to inspire you guys to follow those dreams, to step out of your comfort zones, to do the things that you want to do in life because it is possible. I have Mr. Martin Moore.
Thank you for getting my name right, by the way. Most people call me Mark, and it drives me crazy.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, they'll be like, hi, what's your name? And I'll be like, Martin. They'll be like, oh, nice to meet you, Mark. Martin. Oh, it's nice to meet you, Mark. Martin. I don't know. I have no idea why, but everyone always calls me Mark.
First of all, I want to thank you
yes,
for, taking
having
time
me.
out to come here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And you're just so dope. Like, you're just so dope. Ever since we met, like me and him met probably about 2 months ago.
Yeah, at the hashtag MKE event.
Yep.
Shout out to the hashtag MKE.
Shout out. Right. J Matt, shout out to you. We met and we just, the energy was just there.
Yeah, we hit it off right away.
Yeah. So I'm excited, guys. So I want you to introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, what you do, and what your mission is.
I'm Martin Moore. I am the photographer and make commercials for Koss headphones here in Milwaukee. We're a headphone company. I started there probably about 10 months ago. Before that, I had my own photography business, which I still do. I have a YouTube channel where I vlog about Milwaukee and just kind of like my daily life, the hustle, the grind, traveling. I don't know, and yeah, that's about it.
Let me pause you right there.
Sure.
Pause you right there. So you vlog.
Yes, yeah, I make YouTube videos.
How long have you been making YouTube videos?
I started in, I think, spring of 2015 is when I started. I did my first one. I actually did Snapchat stories before that. Like when Snapchat first came out, stories was actually not like a part of it. And they eventually let you like save them and stuff like that. So I started doing those and uploading them to YouTube. And then I kind of transitioned from that to making like YouTube videos and stuff. And so
the reason I ask is because there's so many people that want to vlog, they want to get out there, want to put themselves out there, but they feel like if they don't see anybody watching in the first 10 minutes or see anybody watching,
or they get 3 views or something like that.
Yeah, like they give up.
Yeah.
So how many followers do you have now?
I only have 1,200 followers. It's not a lot. There's golden retrievers that have like 1 million on YouTube.
But you have a lot of people that like respect what you do and are really tuned into what you do. So what advice would you give somebody who wants to start out vlogging and they just don't have that consistency because all they see is 3 views?
Don't worry about that, because I always say, let's say you put out a YouTube video and it gets 50 views, all right? Well, what if one of those views is Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple? Right. Would you rather have those 50 views with that Tim Cook in there, or 50,000 views of some fangirls that don't really give a hoot about what you're doing? And so for me, it was never about how many followers I had, how many views I had, how many likes I had. It was always kind of about who was behind those. Right. And so every single one of those views mattered, and that's how On Milwaukee found me, and that's how I started making videos for them. Right. In 2016 and 17, that's how Koss headphones found me. Right. And so you get a couple views, a couple hundred views, but if each one of those views is substantial, it's an opportunity. Right. J Matt from hashtag MKE made a really cool Twitter post and said, you only get 150 views on your video. Go fill a room with 150 people. That's a lot of people. Yep. And I think it's so easy to get caught up in like the Kardashians and Justin Bieber and all these people that have millions of followers and millions of views and go, well, if I don't hit 1 mil, it's a wrap. Like I'm nothing, and it's not true. It's false, and I'm a perfect example. Nobody watches my YouTube videos. I think my highest viewed video is 32,000 views. On average, they get 3, 4, 5, 600 views. That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it's brought me nothing but opportunity. I'm really the only vlogger who's done anything substantial. I've worked with tons of companies. What I do now for a living, my dream is all because of my YouTube channel and all because of some videos that got a couple hundred views. Right. So don't let that dissuade you from wanting to create.
Exactly. That's what's up. So, I believe a lot of people just have to embrace patience.
For sure. It took me a decade to get to where I am now. Like I started doing photography in 2008 is when I kind of decided, I want to go pro, and started my own business and did weddings and commercial work. And it wasn't until probably 2017 where I really started kind of flourishing and made things happen for myself, and people recognized me and respected me, and companies wanted to pay me money for what I was creating. So if you're 22 years old, you're 21 years old, you're 19, and you think it's going to happen next year, I hope it does, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer than that, and you have to be patient. You have to embrace failure. You have to embrace feedback. You have to embrace trolls and people that try and bring you down. Use that as your energy to kind of fuel your success and where you want to be.
Definitely. So. I think another great point that you said in a nutshell is quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about how many likes you got going on, but who is watching.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because those doors are opening like crazy, and what people are looking at is that it's only 2 people watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but well, we got 4 now. Those could be potential clients. Those could be potential. It could be the next you, the next me that meet each other, and you just never know how that compounds and where those things lead you to. So it's just, to me, it's always been irrelevant how many people are engaging with your content. Just that somebody is, and so don't ever let that stop you from creating, because 1 is always better than 0.
Most definitely.
And so you make something and you reach one person and you impact one person, it's better than doing nothing and reaching nobody.
Absolutely. So since you've been on your journey, what has been the best part for you?
The journey itself. Like, I've never really been the kind of person that like I've always had this dream of doing what I love and like making videos and being a photographer, but I wasn't so much like obsessed with like that end goal. I was always obsessed with like the journey and the creating and the hustle and the grind. Like, for me, I enjoyed going to bed at 3 a.m. after I edited all night, and then waking up at 5, pimping my videos, and then recording, repeat. And I enjoyed all the doing. And so I think a lot of people hate that part, and you really have to enjoy that part. If you don't, if you're just chasing the end game, that whole middle part is going to really be a car accident for you.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree with what you're saying, and I believe like sometimes it's hard for dreamers. You know what I'm saying? Us dreamers to know when we need to focus on right now. You know what I mean? But like what you said, if you can't fall in love with the journey, you're not going to get to that end goal. You gotta love what
you'll burn out in a week.
Exactly. Like, you gotta love what happens when you wake up every single day. Like, that's what you have to love. In contrast, like, since you've been on your journey, like, what's been like a hurdle or a struggle for you, and how did you get through it?
I think a struggle has just been a lack of, for the most part, a lack of time to do what it is that I want to achieve. So like, before I got my job at Koss, which was like last May, I was a Honda car mechanic for 20 years. So I was going to work at 7 in the morning till 5 p.m. And then somewhere in there, I had to run my photography business, book weddings, meet clients, make my YouTube videos, pimp all that stuff, and do it every day. So I would go on my lunch breaks. I wouldn't eat. I'd rush downtown, film the beginning of my vlog, maybe go meet a wedding client, go work till 5. Then after work, go back downtown, do a shoot, make a vlog. And so I think it was the lack of available time versus what like I wanted to do and like my ambition. I think that was probably the biggest hurdle. And that's probably the biggest hurdle for anybody. No one's born with, well, I guess there's probably some people that are just born with a bunch of free time and don't have to work and can just kind of, do whatever they want. But for normal people like you and me, I think that's probably was the biggest hurdle, and not letting myself get burnt out or discouraged and quitting because of that.
Because we have to focus on like to transition into what we really want to do in life. Like, there's so much that's involved. And time is definitely, it's limited. We only got 24 hours in a day.
And there's nothing you can do about it unless you got a DeLorean.
400 seconds. Like, that's all we got. But to know that each second represents opportunity, and sometimes like when you're stuck in one place, like working, you're like, oh my gosh, I can be doing this, I can be doing this, I can be doing this. So just to be patient, like to know that things will fall into place.
Exactly.
If there's somebody watching, first of all, shout out to you guys that are tuning in. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching.
Please share this video as you are tuning in. We're here to inspire you guys, inspire anyone looking to follow their dreams. Hit that share button, please.
And then tell your friends to share it, and then their friends to share it.
And then their friends to share it. So, if there's somebody out there also, like not just on a vlogger tip, but just on trying to tap into their happiness, that happy place, that spot, and they're just hesitant to making the changes, what type of advice could you give them?
Well, I already know what you're thinking. What are people going to think about me? What are they going to think about what I'm creating? What if I fail? all those what if questions, and that's totally a natural human thing to do. And I did it. But I think my advice would be is to just run away from that as fast as you can, as far as you can, because as soon as you discover the art of, can I say one swear?
Go do it.
As soon as you discover the art of not giving a fuck, the sky's the limit. I mean, when you don't care what people think, and when you just do you and you be you, I think that just releases so much potential and so much opportunity. And I think that would be my advice. Get to that I don't give a fuck spot as fast as you can. And it will lead you to inevitably wherever it is you want to be.
Exactly.
Sorry for swearing.
No, you all good. Because people don't understand like insecurity.
Oh yeah, I mean it's tough.
There's
so many trolls on the internet. Everyone's an expert.
Yeah.
You put something on YouTube or Instagram, you make a blog post, a video, you put out a piece of music or art. There's always going to be someone out there sitting in their basement trying to tell you why you should stop, why it's not good enough, and they may or may not be right. But don't let that discourage you from creating that next piece of content, doing that next thing, making that next move. You really gotta get away from get away from that as fast as you can. That would be my advice.
Yep, and I feel like not only that, because that's powerful, but we have to learn how to replace that.
Yeah.
So you got to replace it with something positive. Get your routines going in the morning. Like, what are you doing when you wake up? What type of information are you feeding yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you looking up positive things when you have those negative thoughts?
Exactly.
All of that type of
relationships
stuff
like this, meeting other people that kind of share the same aspirations as you and kind of are in the same grind as you. Yeah. That feeding off of me feeding off of you and vice versa. That's very, very helpful. Network. When you're around other people that are ambitious and have goals and have things they want to do, it really makes you want to up your game.
Yep.
And so.
Absolutely. Like I believe that evaluating your surroundings alone.
Yeah.
Evaluating your surroundings alone. I always say this, like, you have to be conscious of the people that you're spending your time with. You know, and if you feel like you want to get to a place where you aren't, that means you're going to have to let go and make some sacrifices somewhere. You're going to have to. Like, either way it goes. So 2 more questions for you.
Sure.
If there's one person you would like to collaborate with, there's no limits at all.
Yeah.
One person you would like to collaborate with, who would that be?
It would probably be Chase Jarvis. He is a photographer that I have followed pretty much since day one. He's based out of Seattle, Washington. And he was really the first guy that I ever followed that got me into photography. The reason I shoot on Nikon cameras is because of him. He was really the first guy that showed me that, like, to be a professional photographer, like, it could be cool. Like, I didn't have to be just some, like, old fat guy in a cummerbund shooting weddings. Like, he made it cool. He really was cleaning up on social media. And he really, for me, was the first person that I was attracted to that kind of opened up this whole world of personal branding.
Right.
I mean, he was just... It wasn't like that his photos were cool. They were cool. It wasn't that his videos were cool. But, like, him, Chase Jarvis, was just like this branded entity.
Right.
Like he was Nike or L'Oreal or something like that. And I was just like, I couldn't understand how he was doing this. And, you've seen so many other people that are like that now. And so that would probably be someone that I would collaborate with and do something with. Probably will never happen. I talk to him every once in a while, but that'd be dope.
I mean, I won't block that blessing for you. It can definitely happen. It can definitely happen. And the last question is, who do you want the world to remember you as?
Just Martin Moore. Like, I've always enjoyed creating and entertaining people. So, like, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I started doing magic when I was 7 years old. I was a magician. And I'm not talking about like shitty magic that your uncle does at Thanksgiving. I'm talking about like really good stuff. I went to competitions. I was on TV, basic cable. This was back in like the 80s. But I did that all the way up until I was like 17. And then when you're in high school, being a magician is not so cool. But there was like 10 years where I was a magician. And then I transferred to like music. I've always been into music. That's what my tattoos are for.
Yeah.
That didn't work out, and then I started getting into photography and video. But I've always been a creator, and I've always been trying to entertain people and inspire other people to kind of create. And that's, I guess, what I kind of want to be remembered for, is just somebody that made dope shit and inspired other people to do the same, so that they can inspire other people. And again, inspiration is earned. Never try and seek out to be an inspirator. It's earned, and I'm glad that I've earned the right through what I've created and contributed to inspire other people. Or so I've been told. But that's, I guess, what I want to remember as.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking
this is fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
Should do this again.
So, we will.
Yes.
We will. Podcast coming up. Don't worry
yes.
about it. So what I want you to do right now is let people know where they can find you. Follow you.
You can find me on anything.
Right.
/Martin, Martin, Moore, Moorejr Jr. I hate the junior. Please don't ever call me Martin Moore Jr. I have to do it because me and my dad have the exact first, middle, and last name.
Yes.
I also can't stand Martin Moore because
junior.
it's the shitty furniture company in the United Kingdom, and I've been trying to wait for them to not pay their website bill so I can scoop up their martinmoore.com. But so it's at Martin Moore Jr. Everything, YouTube, Vero, MySpace, all that stuff. Just kidding.
Awesome.
I don't know MySpace. But I don't know, with this whole Facebook thing going down, maybe MySpace might come back.
Yeah, maybe Black Planet is, would you ever go on Black Planet?
No, what is that?
I guess it's, kind of like MySpace. You could just say that.
Oh, it's okay. I'll check it out. I'll check out anything. I usually, anytime there's a social network, I go scoop up my handle on it.
Google Black Planet.
Should I?
That's going to be hilarious.
Hold on.
But no, seriously.
Like .com? Black Planet.
I don't know if it's still around, honestly.
Planet.com. This is really amusing.
They got the app.
There's an
That's
app.
hilarious.
Join the largest black community online. Would I stick out?
I don't even know who's on there anymore.
Well, oh no, I think that's an ad. And then there's a girl with a bunch of tea bags in here.
You know what?
I'll mess around.
Anyways, I want to thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. This was so fun. Yes, hugs. We do hugs. We do hugs. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you guys for watching.
Energy.
Please share this. We were talking earlier, and I just started doing podcasts and video interviews and stuff, and I'm just getting comfortable, kind of talking about my story. Mm-hmm. So it would mean a lot if you would share this so other people can kind of hear about my journey, because it's been tough. It's been a long one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 37 years old, so I'm late to the game. But you can still get it no matter what age you are.
Most
so
definitely.
Please share this.
Yes.
Help my girl out.
Yes, thank you guys again. You already know we do this to inspire you guys. Those of you who are just a little hesitant to following your dreams, know that it is possible. No matter what you think anyone says or does, your dreams are real. We'll see you later. Peace.